Oh, before you go, can I have a candy from your desk?
Just do whatever you want. Help yourself. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. Come back, all my candy's gonna be gone. It took too long, so my candy's gone. That's what happened. Pow! Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir Duvid, and today I want to play a game that's part of the Sealed with a Kiss game jam called Beat of the Atrium. Crack? Nah. You stare down at the broken pencil in front of you. You stopped yourself from gritting your teeth. Taking a deep breath, you forcibly relaxed. Ugh. Yanking open the drawer, rattling several other broken pencils, they clattered and clanked together as you dropped the newly broken pencil into the drawer. Eyes rolled towards your desk. You picked up another pencil, continuing to write notes about the meeting that could have been an email. Meh. Drawings of new banners adjusted for the more unique stores. Meticulous notes lined the side of each design. Oh. You stopped using pens after you kept breaking them. Management doesn't believe you when you have to use a pencil for documents. Most of the other employees who got your papers understood and didn't care about your use of pencil. After spacing out, your ID caught your eye. Oh yeah, it's important. I should probably type in my name. I am Espoir. It means hope in French. Plant. You've never had a green thumb. Can't seem to keep them alive. Looking at everything but my work. They're discussing a minor issue with the different banner designs you created for the launch. Could have just emailed you the fixes to send to your team. Ah! Hey! Black wisps of smoke were your only warning signs. Mr. La Fay leaned over the walls of your cubicle. Hey, buddy. He laughed. You gotta get better at your poker face, man. He placed an arm underneath his head and smiled at you. Your face heated in anger. Breaking eye contact, your eyes locked back to your screen, trying to make the meeting end faster with persistent eye contact. When it was over, you looked at the arms perched on your cubicle. Listen, sir! Thorne backed away and walked around to your side of the cubicle with a lazy gait. Listen, sir, you may be big and really cool, but you don't tell me what to do. I'm here to work. Mr. Fisher is here to complete some secret project. I'd prefer it if you didn't call it that, Mr. La Fay. Hello, sir. What's the project? Your manager turns towards you, pushing up his glasses. He looked down at his clipboard, swiping at the screen. Noticing your prying eyes, he shifted, and the screen was out of your sight. Rude. You looked at Thorne with a raised eyebrow. He looked amused and shrugged as if to say, "Beats me." Well, he's no help. All right, apologies for the wait. Upper management has tasked you two with inspecting the greenhouse. The greenhouse? Seems out of left field. Are we hosting a tour there anytime soon? No, there seems to be a problem with our plants and as our top employees, he hesitated. We trust you with investigating what's wrong and giving a report to us about the condition of the plants. But sir, it's not within our field to investigate the greenhouse. Isn't there a gardener technician who can professionally make sure our greenhouse is safe? Mr. Fisher glared at you. Your mouth shut instantaneously, the heat in your face rising in embarrassment. You turned to Thorne. I see she hasn't changed. I will think about kicking you in the knees. You clenched your fist in frustration. All right, sir. Both of you stared at Thorne in surprise. Listen, I'll talk to Espoir, but I'm sure investigating the greenhouse will be a quick and easy job, as you mentioned. Just rely on me and we'll send you a report by lunch. All right. Good luck, you two. Oh no, we're going to be alone in the greenhouse together. You glared sharply at Thorne when Mr. Fisher walked away faster than usual. You and your big mouth. Now we have to do stuff we aren't even supposed to be doing. Come on, let's just go. Passing by the stairs, we entered the elevator. The glass walls reveal vines and ferns between two panes. Thorne pressed the button for the roof.
The greenhouse is on the 13th floor, right?
Why'd you press the button if you didn't know?
Just a hunch. I'm glad I was right, though.
Listen, sir. You didn't say he was right, but you two are at the point that he knows he is when you snap at him. One day you're gonna have to learn that you can't just guess your way through life.
It's just deduction. If there's anywhere a greenhouse would be, considering our building and the buildings around it, it's gotta be at the top floor, right?
It was always so infuriating how he could just waltz into anything you were doing and just
do it better.
He didn't even know what he was doing half the time. I hate you and your guesswork. Despite the greenhouse only being 2 floors above your office, it felt like a century when you were with Thorne. They better give us a bonus or a promotion for this. Our top 2 employees. Might as well pay me for doing something I wasn't hired to do.
Okay, let's look around.
That's suspicious.
The planter box connected to the wall, its inhabitants collecting power for the building. You checked the healthy plants. Their leaves were still thick and green. Nothing strange here. That looks sus. You walked closer to the plants in the back, keeping your distance. Dark purple and black spores floated through the air. A strange mold colony crept over the lower plants and wilted the taller ones, casting a shadow over the area.
Should we take a closer look?
Maybe. Make sure you don't... All right.
Don't worry. I'll hold my breath.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. That's not good soup. You tried to hold your breath. A foul stench wafted through the air, your eyes making contact with the bumpy, flesh-like cuts of the mold on the wilted plants, writhed and stretched slowly over the planter. Now how would you deal with that? That smells so bad. You're lucky you don't have a nose. Getting closer seemed to excite it. You didn't know how, but you felt it. It was greeting you. Ugh.
How did the rod manage to make its way into the greenhouse?
You didn't know how to answer, but this definitely called for some sort of evacuation. My question is, how did they let it get this bad? Why even send us? Yeah, this is a job for someone who actually knows what they're doing, not me. The lights are on back here. It seemed like the mold was coming from the door, but you hesitated to take a closer step. Remembering your conversation in the elevator, you grit your teeth. You're not someone who'd back down from a fight. You're here now. Just get the info and get the report over with. Hey, boss, there's a bunch of mold down here. Don't know what we're gonna do about it, but that's my report. Maybe you'll finally get a promotion. You cared about that more than being number 1. Ooh, it's dark. You could almost make out something that looked like a hand in the dark, but you waved it off as your imagination. Oh yeah, you mean that? That right there? It's missing a finger? Oh, something bad happened here. Espoir. What, Thorne?
You called?
You called me, didn't you? What do you want?
No.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Stay.
Let's get going.
Yeah, stuff is fluffed, boss. We could be in danger.
Thorne lingered at your cubicle as you were typing your report.
The breaker had a few broken fuses, so make sure to add that.
In no time, both of your reports were finished.
What?
Nothing. I'll go hand it in.
Oh, before you go, can I have a candy from your desk?
Just do whatever you want. Help yourself. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
Thanks.
Come back. All my candy's gonna be gone. It took too long, so my candy's gone. That's what happened. Pow! Just candy wrappers everywhere. 1 hour later. Ooh. Huh? Oh. Alarms blared through the office. You knew this was going to happen, but terror rises up your spine. You can't shake the feeling that this is your fault. What did I do? Your coworkers all stood around, confused. Murmurs barely heard through the irritating, blaring alarm. Your manager ran out the doors before anyone could blink. Ha!
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Ha! A voice beside you catches your attention. I've never heard of this alarm before. Huh? Isn't this a fire alarm? You stood up as people registered who had run out and start to pile up, panicking to get out the doors. Desperately trying to get to the stairs, you dash out to the hallway before you realize it as well. You follow the crowd. Something in your heart trembles. Suffocating. It was too crowded. You could barely move. You fell against a wall. Was the rot always in this hallway? Oh shoot, did it only take an hour to spread that far? A loud scream echoed in the office. What was panicked evacuating became a full-on stampede as you heard someone down the hall pass a single message. Someone died. You heaved, eyes darting around. Where is Thorne? And how much of my candy did he eat? Who cares about that shady guy? Find Thorne? Evacuate? I'll find him later. Let's GTFO, mates. You shook your head. He doesn't care about you, and you won't care about him. You pushed people aside until you finally reached the stairs. You can't die today. No. Your heart and head started aching, pounding as you ran down the stairs. Stay. I just need to get out. Come back. The whispers stop you as you see the light at the end of the corridor. People shove you until the sun touches your skin. You're out, but you don't feel as good as you thought you would. Oh no! Your body doesn't feel like yours anymore. Oh no! Oh no, I'm all mushroomy! You look up, and the sun blinds you. Aw, man! You try to cover your eyes, but your hands are not there anymore. Where did they go? Ashes rise from your skin. You don't understand what's wrong, but you know this might be the end. Aw, man, just one of those days. You go to work, you turn into a mushroom person. You still need to beat Thorne one last time. When you look down, you're just a pile of ashes. Your body is completely gone. Aw, man, my gam-gams. Nobody notices you. They never did. The screams stop, and your heart does too. Bad end. Evacuated. Yeah, I figured. Alright, Thorne, where you at? Where you at, and how much of my candy did you eat? You turned around. Gosh darn it, this guy is going to be the death of me. You quickly pushed against the crowd. People kept hitting you, but you continued to push through when you caught branches you'd recognize in any life, even with all the plants in the world, near the end of the corridor. You run this time, your heart beating faster. Thorne! Where my candy? Espoir? He pushed through the crowd to get to you. You opened your mouth to talk, but you were shoved harshly. Ugh. Your back pressed against the door, and you flailed for something to grab onto so you wouldn't fall. Your hand made contact with cool metal, and you realized too late that it was the door's handle. Ugh. The door opened, and you stumbled. You fell towards the wall on your back. Ah! Oh no, we're trapped in the closet and there's only one bed! The next thing you know, Thorne's face was inches from yours. His nose almost touches yours. Does he have a nose? The silence was unbearably loud. You broke eye contact and looked over his shoulder for an escape. The door was still open, but before you could react, it closed with a loud click. Oh no, we're trapped in the closet together. What shenanigans shall occur? You let out a frustrated sound looking back at Thorne. Where were you? Evacuating, duh. Is that so? Yeah. Why did you come back? Well, for one thing, I would have got the bad ending if I didn't. For another thing, I wanted to question you about how much of my candy did you eat? You shoved Thorne so he was no longer hovering over you. Oh, come on. Thorne smiled at you, knowingly. Shut up. He stifled his laughter, moving back as much as he could in the tight space. You try opening the door, but it doesn't give in.
This takes me back.
No. Thorne ignores you and continues.
You and I hated each other.
I wonder why.
Our dorm mates accidentally trapped us in the closet, and I was ticked. I mean, who wants to be stuck in a closet with someone they aren't cool with?
You glared at him, only to find him with a huge smile, the conversation distracting you from the yelling beyond the door.
I thought it was the worst. Now I miss it. You helped me bandage my bad arm when I got into that fight.
You didn't respond.
I realized that you weren't so bad.
It still got infected. You stopped trying the door and smiled. And I finally got first place on the leaderboards while you were recovering from the fever. He laughed, surprising you.
Yeah, I still remember when that happened. You looked so...
Thorne drifted off before he looked at you and flushed.
Anyways, it's funny to think we used to hate each other. But then it hurts when you still treat me like you hate me.
You stared at Thorne, but it didn't feel like he was exactly looking at you.
Why did you change your number? Or not answer your emails?
You paused. You remember how you tried to move on and start fresh in college to finally get what you wanted. You were number one without having to fight Thorne's shadow. You didn't want to admit it, but it was a hollow goal without him. It wasn't necessary. We parted on good terms, I thought. You said dryly, instead of the truth. I thought I should leave it like that, pruning the rotting leaves instead of letting your measly friendship wither away because of me.
I missed you, you know. I thought we could have grown closer.
His words made you stop overthinking for once. It was straightforward, no way of interpreting his words any other way. Missed me. You muttered, mystified at the thought of anyone ever thinking of you. He would care if I turned into mushroom ash. The words came out of your mouth before you noticed them. I missed you. You looked down, not daring to let him see you cry, but your hiccuping gave it away. I spent so much time of high school resenting you. You always did everything so effortlessly. You had friends, you always had what you wanted. In high school, probably in college too. Even at work, you've never struggled. People like you. People value you. You took a deep, shaky breath. But me, I was always alone. Thorne moved close to you and held your face. You cried, and Thorne wiped your tears with his fingers gently.
Can I hug you?
You nodded. His arms of shadow engulfed you, and you were surprised to find them warm.
I won't let you be alone anymore, okay?
You let a beat of silence pass before you pulled away. You calmed down and registered his words. Oh. He could be telling the truth, but no one ever stays, not even he did. You raised your chin and remembered how uncomfortably close you are to him. Greenhouse. You startled and jumped back. Thorne tried to move away in shock, but he accidentally pushed you. You fell backwards and the door finally clicked open. Ah! Seeing the opportunity, you wipe your face and get up. The coast is clear. You and Thorne move away from the closet.
We need to evacuate.
You ignore Thorne's worried expression. The place was already empty, and not even a pin drop could be heard. I can fix this, can I? Something in your heart wanted to speak out loud. You knew you just needed to go back. I need to get there. You moved to the stairs.
No!
You started going up the stairs. Espoir, please. Thorne calls out your name, but your mind is made up. I got a date with some mushrooms. You panted from running up the stairs. Espoir! You reached the greenhouse with Thorne on your heels.
Espoir, stop it!
No, you don't understand.
Then help me.
You can promise all you want that you'll be here for me, that I won't be alone, but you can't guarantee that. Your tears are too much, and you tremble, running into the dark room. No one can keep that promise, and you're the last person who could. Logically, in your head, you knew you were being unreasonable. You were scared. You didn't want to open up to him again. What am I even going to say? Oh, we should kiss and make up? Yeah, right. What was that? Your head whipped behind you, and your eyes made contact with a gigantic, pulsating mass of rot on the ceiling.
But with us, you won't be alone.
Oh? What? You don't get to finish the sentence. No! But it doesn't feel new.
We will never be alone again, Espoir.
No, I don't want to be part of the mycelium. Something takes over you completely, and you struggle to have control over your body. Thorne's panicked expression meets yours. He will always hate you. Thorne swiveled his head around the greenhouse before making eye contact with the glass walls. He ran backwards. You chased after him. He moved quickly, despite being quicker. You paid careful attention to avoid the sunlight streaming through the windows. Oh, that's what's gonna kill it, if we ever have a chance to. You cornered him, gripping your aching chest, rot writhing beneath your skin. Espoir! He doesn't know you. We do. Together, our hive mind will find those with rot in their hearts. We will all be connected. You are us. I joined this sick club. It's totally not a mushroom cult. You should totally join me, bro. Dizziness plagued you from the bottom of your bones to the top of your cranium. Thorne moved towards the light, your body automatically chasing after him into the light and the already setting sun. See? He hates you. He is trying to kill us. A ray of sun touches your skin, and you scream. Thorne's face contorted in fear, and he moved quickly, shielding you from the sunlight with his shadowy arms. You'll be okay. You'll be safe, I promise. Stop making promises you won't keep, you fluffing liar. I'm not lying. I love you, Espoir. Your body shook uncontrollably. There is no longer a fog covering your senses, and you can see with clarity Thorne's blushing face. He moved away, enough to clearly look at your disgusting self, but still shield you from the light. Isn't it too hard to be as obvious as I am, and you still don't know? I've loved you since high school. The day you finally got first place, we checked the board together, because I was helping you study, and you smiled at me. Thorne held you tighter. It was so weird because I never felt that way before, and I just wanted to keep seeing you smile and be happy. But all I ever seemed to do was make you miserable. I thought if I was close enough to see you, that if I kept my distance, enough that you'd tolerate me, that maybe one day I could at least get the feelings I had for you off my chest. Thorne gave you a small smile. So, I'm not lying, okay? I love you. Your eyeballs wiggled and wobbled in your head as you shook it. Distinctly, you felt the rot trying to call back out to you from your heart. But I'm a monster. There's something inside me that could take over at any time. It's disgusting and it's gross, and You're not disgusting or gross. You laughed self-mockingly. Fat chance you expect me to believe that. How? Can I kiss you? You froze. Looking like this? He glared at you. How else would you want me to kiss you? On the shroom cap on your eye? Just do whatever you want. Don't eat all my candy. Help yourself. Espoir. Thorne looked at you with a hopeful expression, his eyes brighter than they have ever been before. What do you want? You don't even think about it. Kiss me, Thorne. Oh. Thorne pulled you to him, and his soft lips touched yours, moving softly in a caress that promised to be your undoing. The rot on the floor began to crawl in your body until it disappeared, absorbed by your skin. You felt better. You locked eyes with Thorne, who smiled at you. You try to break free from his grip, but he holds you more towards his warmth.
So, are we dating now?
We're about to get married, sir. Depends on how much of my candy you ate. You rolled your eyes, but your smile made a rare appearance. I guess.
Will it kill you to actually say it?
Yes.
You're so annoying.
You said you loved me. Thorne's eyes shined with excitement.
Does it make you less of a pain in the butt?
Or a pain in the trunk? Ha! Whatever. You put a little bit of space between you two. Let's not tell the manager I'm the source.
We should sneak out through one of the ground floor windows.
Fine. You started walking with Thorne following you. Oh, I almost forgot. You turn around to face him, blushing. I love you too. Ah, good end. Sealed with a kiss. Ah, his kiss saved me from the mycelium.
Well, this was part of the game jam Sealed with a Kiss. So I guess the kiss is what cured me of my mycelium. That was very sweet. Well, if you would like to see more cool visual novels, feel free to check out the rest of my channel. And be sure to like, subscribe, or interact in any way that's comfortable for you, as we're trying to make it to 100,000 subscribers. Well, for now, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.